Oh, it's there. Just hadn't scrolled up enough. So what are you lacking? You are lacking nothing. That is in fact your fleet. Okay. And then we have an escort fleet. We have submarine fleet. Although 2 of you are not yet fit for purpose. And in fact, I think the submarines should have their own fleet. So this is going to be the submarine fleet. Regardless of where they're active. Because then I can get someone who is really good with submarines. Yeah, that sounds good to me. So, 3 recons, 2 strike forces, that seems good to me. 1 recon for each of these zones, and then the strike forces can strike anywhere. We have 2 combat fleets in the Mediterranean. We could definitely do with more there. Plus we just have a bunch of ships in reserves. Huzzah! Including a load of cruisers, actually. The end of the Spanish Civil War. With the surrender of the last Republican strongholds, the Spanish Civil War has come to an end. Nationalist Spain took 8 states. So the Nationalists won. And we have free dockyards, because everyone has been upgraded. Glorious. Well, in that case, I think I would like you to continue building me lots and lots and lots of destroyers. And then dropping them in the training fleet. Hexdex, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. I appreciate your support. Welcome to the Mordlings. And Pebble, thank you very much for the follow. And Taco Blender, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Four more army experience, then I can get my tanks, finally. Cavalry brigade. Oh, you can stay as cavalry. Yeah, that's okay. Yes, sir. Right, back to the navy. Because we could really do with a couple of recon forces. We could also do with another submarine force, I think. So grab you. New task force. Select you. Task force creation, submarines, okay. And then we're going to put you in the submarines fleet. So the submarines are going to be coloured cyan, just like they, well, light blue. Just like they were with the Dutch. So I'll always know to tell them apart. And then the recon fleets, I think I'm going to colour something else. No, we'll give them a different symbol. We'll give them these. So we know which are the recons. They can be red for the home fleet, that's fine. So the home fleet, which is my big hard hitter, is going to be the sailing boat. And then my carrier fleet is going to be that. So you are actually... Mediterranean carrier fleets are actually stronger. So let's reform you. Let's do that, because you're going to be fast moving. Actually, that's better for, like, cruisers. Dolphin. Maybe the Dolphin Force. And this one is the actual carrier fleet. And this is probably the same model that I will use in the Pacific. And you... Who are you supposed to be? You're another carrier fleet. I don't think I ever set one for you. Because we also need something which is similar to the carrier fleet but with no carriers. And we'll have battle cruisers instead. So this is going to be like the cruiser fleet. And we can also add a couple more light cruisers to this fleet, I think. We'll go up to like 5. And then the cruiser fleet is going to be lightning bolt. We actually have an awful lot of submarines. I'm not sure where Auchinleck is right now. He's somewhere. Actually, I might not have... Did I give him a command? I think he might be my tank commander, actually. Decryption. 38. Yes, we definitely want decryption. Let's take a look. Yes, sir. Dempsey, Campbell, Brooke. Ready. Alexander, ready. Wilson, Smith, Smythe, Parnell, Jacob, Monty. Apparently I haven't used him. He's here. Yeah, he's waiting for me to really need to dig in somewhere. He's like a super defensive commander, but his traits are actually a bit rubbish. So I'm going to try and train up some of my lower ranking guys first. But if I ever need to say, just hold this ground, or else, he's the man. Yes, sir. Just a little bit concerned that I have far too many ships in my reserve fleet. I think I could probably do with another recon fleet. Oh, especially for the Mediterranean. Yes, we definitely could. So let's split you out. Let's give you the recon sign. Add you to the Mediterranean. And then say force recon. No longer get the effects of the Yugoslavian purchase. And now it's basically just submarines that we have a billion of in reserve. Did I not set you to submarines? I'm sure I did. Apparently not. So I want to make sure that these are actually in position. Go down there. Perfect. Let's base you out of Malta. You can also go Malta. So we're going to want another recon fleet down in the south. So let's select another light cruiser. And then we're going to go recon. Give you the recon sign. Kind of nice if it's assigned to this automatically. I'm going to put you in here. We're going to assign you to Malta as well. And yes, I do want you to use your fleet's colour. So if red is going to be Mediterranean, then I think that this colour should be something a little more obvious. Let's go green. And that also means that yes, you also need to use your fleet's colour. Thank you very much. There we are. We're getting there. We're getting there. How do you get so many and know how to make new theatres? It's this button here. That's actually a good point. I need to assign an admiral to my submarine fleet. I don't have any sea wolves though. So it should just be someone who's really good at attacking, someone who's really fast. So let's rate like this. Bruce Fraser, probably. No, Bruce Fraser is a terrible choice. Naval lineage makes a terrible submarine commander. Green Water expert, possibly. Not very good at attacking, though, are you? Don't want old guard. Definitely don't want gentlemanly, or let them escape. Spotter would be good. No, Willis is my submarine commander. Forbes. I think it's going to be Forbes, even if you're not very good at maneuver. Forbes. I don't feel like you've actually selected submarines. I don't feel like you have either. Otherwise you'd be getting your reinforcements. Alright, so Canada has been developed. So now we need to go and do New Zealand. New Zealand retains a strong connection to our nation and is warned against the fascist threat. Their contribution in the event of war is certain. We should aid them in preparing accordingly. Now we have several heavy cruisers and several light cruisers, but not a lot of anything else. Also, training fleet still. Aha! Another carrier. Excellent. So let's split those off into a new. Move you down there, merge you two. When loads of navy isn't quite enough navy. No, we need to have more navy. Small caliber, anti-arms, fire, gun, shooting, bang. Medium shells. We don't have that many cruisers. We have a few, but not a huge number. Probably could do with upgrading the artillery. What are you lacking? Destroyers. Yeah, we just need a lot of destroyers at this point. I feel like the Mediterranean fleet could do with more cruisers in it. Right, the other thing that we need to research are fighter aeroplanes. And probably fighter naval as well. Lay mines in the Baltic. In the Baltic I'm probably just going to leave my submarines. Baltic and Mediterranean. We are still miles ahead of Germany in terms of gateway to Europe. We could get more rubber in Nigeria, although that's going to use up some of my civilian factories, which I'd really rather you didn't. Lancashire has almost got its next thing. I think my oil production is going up. That's good. Never saved the cruiser fleet. I think you are supposed to be Med Carrier fleet. Yeah, you are. Here come the ships. We still have one carrier. So I think I'm going to do one more carrier fleet. Huzzah! So we're going to, whoops, split out you, add you to them, give you the Dolphin look, And you are going to be... carrier fleet. Okay. Wish I could move them around on here. I'd like it to be my main fleet, my 2 carrier fleets, and then all the recons in that order. Who dat? Fred! Thank you very much for the resub. 1 more month until the Golden Horns. Afraid not. That's another 6-7 months. The Golden Horns is 1 year. What's going to be next for you? What are you right now? Fred is... cyan. You're going to be... green next. I think. Yeah, pretty sure green's next. I think you can already get civilian economy once we have the points. Yes, actually we can. Could also go free trade. Early mobilization. However, that is going to cost 150. Well, if we had just 7 more war support, we could go to partial. So is there something we can do to get our war support up? Short answer? No. Long answer? No. Except probably focuses. Okay, that is a lot of heavy cruisers that we have, so I think what we're going to do is add to the Mediterranean fleet cruisers. You're already using heavy cruisers. Are those heavy cruisers or are those battle cruisers? What are you? Yeah, you are heavy cruisers. Okay, so maybe the home fleets need cruisers. Because right now you don't have any. Let's have 3 heavy cruisers in the home fleet, and then, like, sure, 3 heavy cruisers here too. It's light cruisers we don't have. I mistook them. Loads of upgrades. Loads and loads of them, in fact. Did my submarines ever fill in? No, they didn't. What is going on with that? That's not what I meant to do. That is. Where are you based? You are here. Why are you not going up to 10? S-class submarine. Is the S-class not properly flagged? It is. Oh, is the submarine not properly flagged? That's what it is, isn't it? Yep. That is supposed to be that symbol. I didn't save it, did I? Nope, because I'm an idiot. Save. Come on. Nope, still not. The world is growing increasingly unsafe. Britain and France remain bastions of democracy and liberty in Europe, and France now propose that they join the Allies. How should we reply? Yes. France and Britain announce alliance. We stand together, calling upon the bonds forged during the Great War. France has requested a formal alliance with Britain, citing unspecified threats against the stability of Europe. German demands for the Sudeten region of Czechoslovakia, where a significant number of ethnic Germans live, have come to a head. Adolf Hitler has positioned forces along the Czechoslovakian border in preparation for an attack. Talks are being held in Munich between Britain, France, Italy and Germany in the hopes of negotiating a peaceful end to the Sudeten crisis. Czechs are on your own. My bad. German demands for the Sudeten territory in Czechoslovakia, which is home to a considerable German minority, have intensified. At a summit held in Munich, Germany, Britain, France and Italy sought to find a diplomatic solution to the so-called Sudeten crisis. Czechoslovakia was not invited to attend. Am I going to send a fleet to protect Asia? I will do eventually. Like, I want to try and get all my fleets together and then I can start posting them around the world. As a public declaration, Miklos Horthy has renounced the treaty imposed by the Allied powers after the Great War. Signed by the Hungarians under protest in 1920, it greatly reduced the country's size and limited the strength of its military. Alright, seriously, why are these not working? You are set up correctly now. You're not. It should be now. The question of Yugoslavia. The Treaty of Munich might mean peace in our time, or it may not. Germany is hardly the only country seeking to redraw the borders of Europe. The government of Prince Paul has so far been surprisingly mum about the fate of their main armament supplier. This has made quite a few people in the diplomatic service wonder if the Yugoslavians knew what was going to happen, and may in fact have agreed to it. We should consider reminding them that any sort of agreement with Germany would be considered a hostile act if war were to break out. So we can send a special representative, or they must still be in shock. We'll send a representative, just to remind them who sold them their planes. Retake the colonies in the New World. I'm not going down that path, Kalinas. We're democratic. I don't understand why my submarines are not massing up to the right size. S-class, and so are all of these. I've upgraded every single submarine in my fleet. So why are they not joining? S-class is designated submarine. It's there, see the skull. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Latons and Flies, thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. Naval mines in the entire Pacific. When is EU4 coming back? When I actually have time to play it. Hi, Tyrandia. Yes, busy, busy, busy. Hoi 45. I'm guessing you meant 4. 7 more until I hit 5,000. I knew it was close. I didn't realise it was that close. So hey, if you haven't become a follower yet, there is a chance that you could become the big dog. The number 5,000. How many subs do I have now? That's a good question. Where's the easiest way of finding that? There it is. We have got 105 subscribers now, which is awesome! Tyrienda, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Right, why are my submarines not working? This is getting really quite frustrating, and also, why are the dolphins not joining? The dolphins was a carrier fleet, right? Right. Okay. It's like the reserve fleet's not sending out the reserves right now. I don't know why. I need though, there's a damaged ship. Alright, let's select the damaged ships and just separate them for the moment. There we go. Boom. Alright, and now we've got a whole bunch of submarines again, so whoops, we're going to select a submarine. We're going to split you into a new task force. We're going to put that task force in there. And we're going to select submarines. Okay. Boom. More? More. Submarine. New task force. Task force in the submarines. Select submarines. Boom. Cool. Alright, so what do we have left? We just have a bunch of heavy cruisers and light cruisers. Now here's the thing, I am sure I've added heavy cruisers. I have. It's these guys. So why are those not joining? These are all county classes. Oh, I think I know why. It's because they're on shield? Yeah, and they're supposed to be brawlers. That's why. Easily fixed. So if we go here, heavy cruiser should be brawler instead of shield. Although they're cruisers, no. I'm going to keep them as shield sign. Then what I'm going to do, actually even easier, is I'm just going to change their symbol. So the Yorks and the counties are going to be tanking. Why is the York not updating? It did. No, it didn't. Whoops. No, don't build one. They're ancient. Because I wasn't pressing update. That's why. I'm an idiot! And there they go. So now it's just the light cruisers. The Danae, the C-Class, the Emerald, and the Adventure. So we need some more light cruisers. I think that the... How are you two not trained? God damn it. I think I'm basically just going to add another light cruiser or two. No, it's because the light cruisers haven't been sent out either because they're probably designated the same way. We're getting there, we're getting there. Yes, they're all set to recon right now. That was probably my bad. It was. I was recognizing these as destroyers, not cruisers. And they are definitely cruisers. My bad, guys. My bad. A bunch more should have just gone. Let's split you out. You here. Merge. Okay. There's still a bunch of light cruisers here. Oh my god, I can't win! My headset's falling off. Are the British subs as good as the Dutch subs? No, they're nowhere near as good. And we have 50 submarines as opposed to subs. We have 105 Twitch subs and 50 submarines. I just realised that may have been what you meant there. Although we were talking about followers at the time, so...